Once, in a forest draped so heavily in mist that it felt like the sky had melted into the earth, 3 blind men made their way forward. They had no maps, no stars to follow, only their canes and the quiet rhythm of trust in their own hearts. The trail ahead was jagged and uncertain. The wind whispered secrets they couldn't see, but still they walked, cautious step after cautious step, drawn forward by something unspoken. Then they stopped. Their feet met resistance, something large stood before them, cutting off their way. The first man reached out, his fingers brushing against rough bark, thick and unyielding. He tightened his grip, furrowing his brow. "It's a tree," he declared firmly. "Massive, solid. Its roots must stretch deep beneath us." The second man moved toward the shape, letting his hands glide over a wide, cool surface. It was smooth, as though worn down by centuries. He shook his head. "No," he said with quiet certainty. "It's a stone pillar, like the ones that hold up ancient temples. Strong, sacred, uncheckable." The third man circled to the other side. There, the thing clawed at his skin twigs or thorns, scratching like tiny hands. He pulled back, confused, then leaned in again, feeling its shape. "You're both wrong," he insisted. "This isn't a tree or a pillar. It's a thorn bush. Wild, tangled, dangerous." They stood in a tense hush, each man gripping his own version of reality, each sure the others were mistaken. The silence didn't last. Words turned sharp. Accusations flew. Fingers pointed at shadows they couldn't see. Their unity once, their strength began to unravel. Then, from somewhere inside the mist, a voice drifted toward them, soft and still, like the hush after a snowfall. "Why are you quarreling?" asked a monk, his approach so gentle his footsteps didn't even stir the leaves. The 3 men turned instinctively toward the sound. "You're all right," the monk said calmly. "And yet, none of you are completely right. Each of you holds a piece of the truth, but not the whole." He paused, stepped back. "Speak. Share what you felt." So they did. The first described bark, tough and knotted. The second spoke of stone, smooth and ancient. The third described the thorns, twisted and biting. And as their words wove together, the picture slowly became whole. It wasn't a tree. It wasn't a pillar. It wasn't a bush. It was a fallen log, enormous, weathered, sprawled across the path like a sleeping beast. But now they saw it together. And instead of arguing, they reached out not to challenge one another, but to join their strength. They pushed. The log gave way. Inch by inch, it rolled aside, revealing the road beneath. The journey could continue. And so they walked on, not just 3 blind men feeling their way through a foggy forest, but 3 minds newly aligned, humbled by what they had learned.
And so they walked on, not just 3 blind men feeling their way through a foggy forest, but 3 minds newly aligned, humbled by what they had learned. Because life is like that. Your life is like that. Sometimes we all stumble upon obstacles, conflicts that seem impossible, dreams that feel unreachable, truths that don't match the ones we carry in our heads. But what if the thing in your way isn't what you think it is? What if what you're calling fear is just the bark? What if your pride is the stone, and your doubt, the thorns? We get stuck when we isolate, when we dig in, when we believe our truth is the only truth. But something changes when we open up, when we listen, when we speak honestly and allow others to do the same. The log begins to move. The way becomes clear. The journey moves forward. So let me ask you, what's your log? What story are you gripping so tightly that you can't see what lies beyond it? Share it. Drop it in the comments. Let's start a conversation. And if you're walking your own foggy path right now, know that you're not alone. Subscribe. Tap the bell. We're walking with you. Until next time, this is Dare to Do Motivation. Thank you for being here. Stay strong, stay kind, and stay blessed.